Hey everyone, today I've got a chilling story for you. It's one that will make you think twice before venturing into the wilderness alone. This tale is not for the faint of heart, so grab a blanket and settle in. It's about one of the most terrifying Bigfoot encounters ever reported, the Battle Mountain Massacre of 1977. This incident has left many baffled and terrified for decades. The details are gruesome, and the mystery remains unsolved to this day. In the summer of '77, 6 seasoned campers ventured into Nevada's remote mountains. These were not amateurs. They were experienced outdoorsmen who knew how to handle the wild. They had planned this trip for months, eager to explore the uncharted territories. This area is infamous for strange disappearances and eerie sightings. Locals often spoke in hushed tones about the mysterious creatures that roamed these parts. The campers, however, were skeptical and brushed off the warnings as mere folklore. On the third night, one camper, Mike, sent a frantic CB radio call for help. His voice was filled with sheer terror. The urgency in his tone was unmistakable, sending chills down the spine of anyone who heard it. "They're coming! They're huge! We need help! They're tearing apart the camp!" His words were cut off abruptly. The silence that followed was deafening, leaving everyone on the other end in a state of panic. Then, screams and growls cut the transmission. The chilling sounds echoed through the radio, leaving the listeners in shock. The terror in those final moments was palpable, a haunting prelude to the horrors that would soon be discovered. A nearby ranger station sent a search and rescue team at first light. They hoped to find the campers safe, but what they discovered was far from it. The scene that greeted them was beyond their worst nightmares. The campsite was destroyed, tents ripped, supplies scattered. It looked like a scene from a horror movie. The devastation was complete, leaving no doubt that something monstrous had been there. Blood smeared across the ground and trees. The sight was gruesome and unsettling. The rescuers could hardly believe their eyes. The brutality of the scene was unlike anything they had ever encountered. 3 bodies were found in a ravine, one crushed, another with deep gashes. The injuries were unlike anything the rescuers had ever seen. It was as if some enormous, powerful creature had attacked them with savage force. 2 more bodies were later found, mauled beyond recognition. The brutality of the attack was shocking. The rescuers were left to wonder what kind of beast could inflict such damage. The last camper, Mike, was never found. His disappearance added another layer of mystery to the already horrifying incident. The unanswered questions about his fate continue to haunt those who remember the story. Authorities blamed a bear attack, but the wounds were too severe. The explanation didn't sit well with many. The lack of bear tracks and the sheer ferocity of the injuries left many doubting the official story. Plus, there were no bear tracks, only massive 20-inch footprints. These prints were unlike any animal tracks known to the experts. The size and shape of the footprints suggested something far more sinister. Some believe Bigfoot's attacked, defending their territory. The idea of these creatures being territorial and aggressive is both fascinating and terrifying. The thought of such powerful beings lurking in the wilderness is enough to keep anyone awake at night. Others think Mike was taken by the creatures. The thought of him being alive, somewhere out there, is haunting. The possibility that he might still be out there, living among these creatures, adds a chilling twist to the tale. The case remains unsolved, haunting those who camp in Nevada's deep woods. The mystery of what truly happened that night continues to send shivers down the spines of those who hear the tale. The legend of the Battle Mountain Massacre lives on, a grim reminder of the unknown dangers that lurk in the wild. So would you camp there? The next time you find yourself in the wilderness, remember the Battle Mountain Massacre and think twice before setting up camp. The wilderness holds many secrets, and some are better left undisturbed.